Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. He has found the way through.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now he's off and running. Chance here to counter.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come...
Good chance here! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough...
Oh, shooting chance!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Bergomi delivers. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
It's their second corner of the game. The keeper's ball. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. And here's Azar. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, good spread. Haaland. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And now the breakaway. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bullish header! He will be livid with himself.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Ronaldinho proves too strong. He's through here. And this is Hazard. He's shifting through. And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bergomi. Now he's got space here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Searching pass he's played there. That has ended up in no man's land. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing.
It's Ibrahimovic! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Rafael Varane is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than... Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. Bora. And it's Messi. Oh, well measured. And he's running through. And a chance! It's loose and... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ball is over the line. Cannavaro. Quality ball. Gattuso wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now they can spring out of defence. Threads one in, floated through. Rice opts to play it back. He's having a hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. It's a good run down the right. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Marcelo has it in a wide position. And this is Hazard. Oh, that was vital. What's going wide left? That's a cute ball. And here's Haaland.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And here's Mbappe. Foot in. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Bora. Maldini. And that's an excellent interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So, into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Gattuso. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Here's Haaland. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he was quick to react.
Marcelo.
Here's one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Yamal, looking for the run. Yamal, Buffon claims comfortably. Well-timed, excellent interception. And here's Haaland, Yamal. So much time and space here.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
The chance to break through. He scores for sure! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have...
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
And Chet pulls off a sensational save.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there.
Flamengo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, he's got us. It's Ronaldinho! Bergomi is there to clear.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Flamengo have their third corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Takes a shot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Ibrahimovic.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
And he is going into that little black book.
And no, just off target. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Ronaldinho.
Desai. Bergomi. Neymar.
Good ball over the top.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 8, Ronaldinho. Camisa 9, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 17, Neymar.
Vieira.
Camisa 20, substituição em
Neymar,
andamento.
tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable.
Pretty robust defending.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
And it's Bergomi. Driving forward, caresses it through, and this is Bale. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Palermo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that could set him on his way. Goes for a shot! Goal! Flamingo!
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Palermo really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And the pass is intercepted. Played back.
Foram indicados
Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Neymar. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Marcelo getting forward. Mbappe. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Hazard. Marcelo. We are into overtime. He's picked his way through. Crosses it in. Header! And yes, it's there!
been looking for. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Messi voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. played back. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Giuseppe Bergomi, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you, as you mentioned, faced him on the international stage.
Yeah, and his quiet and calm demeanour was the perfect disguise for that steely leadership. We knew...
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Czech herring after the ball here. Now it's Yamal, succumbs to the pressure. Marcelo with a definite fell there. Rafael Varane, and it's Bergomi. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Azar, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Messi. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Messi. Played in. And a header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pull it. This is a promising build-up. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Mbappe with the short one. And here's Mbappe. He'll try from distance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again! Superb from Rice! A finish of true class! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be...
Tries a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's picked chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Gullit goes short. There's the delivery. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Mbappe, Vieira gets a foot in here. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Yamal. Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Azar. Spread out to the left. And he's there to get it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Haaland. Not the most accurate pass. Over to the right flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Ronaldinho's delivery. Cleared away. Takes the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Cannavaro can get it clear. Driving through the middle.
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Corner number 2 then.
Flamengo truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Marcelo, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Gattuso, and that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Vieira. Rice. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name, he has found the way through. And it's played in.
Well played and well cleared.
He's having a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gattuso. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Flamengo coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Searching pass he's played there. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, good effort! Oh, crossbar! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, good spread. Takes a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And it's Marcelo. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Gattuso. Vieira. And here's Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Neatly clipped into space. And the shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Still no way through.
Just about within shooting range.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Yamal.
Oh, delightful ball.
And that should... And he's decided to go for it.
Against the crossbar.
And that was very necessary. And it's Bergomi.
It's an early cross.
That is a brilliant interception. It's a searching pass. No way through, so back it comes. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it through. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And no, that was never going to make it. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Yamal. That's a good foray he's making.
That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Bergomi. And he's picked it up out wide. Quick look, then plays it in. Oh, good climb! It's in!
And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for it.
Chance! It's a goal!
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Flamengo cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Flamengo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Yamal. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. O'Shea. Bora. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And here's Azar. Bora can see things others simply cannot. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, they could be caught out here. Into the last 5 minutes. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Yamal. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's gone for goal!
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Knocks it into space. Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Eto'o. He's picked his way through. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Yamal. That's that, the end. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical case of how not to maximise your home advantage.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And the finish! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
And there's the shot! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! He's got himself an absolute peach. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Neymar!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a searching pass. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Tries to pass it through. He has found the way through.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Flamingo! And they get themselves in front!
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's tidy. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's well positioned here. And this is Neymar. Marcelo. Cross goes.
A header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Bora plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rice. And the counter is on. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Turan. Bonucci. And it's O'Shea. Marcelo. Played out wide. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rice.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. He's found the way. Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And they've got a throw. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, delightful ball. And he's managed to get... Takes a shot! Off the post! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
Cannavaro. Probing pass. That has not gone well. Desai. He's got away. Marcelo crosses it. He leaps for it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bergomi Wins the duel this time. That has been cut short. Flamengo heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Pings in across. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Vieira. And here's Haaland. Vieira gets a foot in here. Neymar. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vieira shows great strength. Played out towards the right wing. It's a promising position. In by Messi. Varane attempts a clearance. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he... And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Flamengo are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. We're on the move again. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Messi. Thuram. Nice sequence of passes, this. Picked out brilliantly. And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Desai. Bonucci is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Neither of tries one from range. Messi! Genius! A finish right from the top draw. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Great defending, strong and determined. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Yamal goes short. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He'll try from distance.
Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Ronaldinho certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So we have movement on both benches.
Neymar, camisa 8. Ronaldinho, camisa
Well played,
10.
that has snuffed out the danger.
Fechando o campo para a entrada de camisa 13, camisa
It'll be a
15,
throw-in.
camisa 11. Substituição em andamento.
Ibrahimovic, spread to the right, goes for goal!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's in a good position here. Flamengo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Vieira, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. O'Shea, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Chance here to counter. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. And here's Mbappe. Now that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And it's Maldini. Rafael Varane. And it's Bergomi. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Bale. Dembele. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now that's well seen too. Quality ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. Mbappe, Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? Chance!
Foram
want to be
indicados
quick to recover
4
this.
minutos de acréscimo.
O'Shea. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now he can run away with it. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Just 1 in it now. And that's it. Flamengo pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
So all eyes on HA9, this famous stadium, still very much the venue historically for football globally. Yamal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. It's Hazard! And that's another fine save.
Hazard really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
Milan have their second corner now. Towering header! Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. That has not gone well. Toure does really well to win the ball there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Beckham, Messi. A header! Goal! Flamengo! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bonucci. Marcelo. Just eases him off the ball. That's a good foray he's making. Now it's Messi. Now it's Yamal. And this is Ibrahimovic. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Roberto Carlos is standing over this one. Roberto Carlos! Decent hit from there. Vieira. And he's managed to get free. Here comes the cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hazard. Bonucci defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a... Haaland! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that's definitely not his best. Marcelo. Can he get it through? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Half an hour played now. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's fabulous. Yep. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's a good ball out wide. Beckham. Messi. Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! About as smooth as it gets. They are purring, truly purring. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Flamengo find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shapes to shoot! Messi! From another planet! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Things look... He's had a shot! Got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries one from range. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Yaya Toure. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
We are glad to inform you that
well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Flamengo looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline.
Substitution for Milan, number 10, Ibrahimovic.
So the action
Coming
resumes.
On the field is number 4, Dembele.
Bonucci. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Spread to the right, and he's quick to return it. Beckham. And here's Yamal. That is lovely. That is good strength. And he was alert to it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Threads one in. Yaya Toure is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Marcelo. Not getting too much time on the ball. Oh, what has happened here? He leaps for it! And he hits the net! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Substitution for Milan, number 42, Toure. Number 21.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Number 11.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly.
19, Xavi. The attendance for
Works
this
it
match
forward.
was 97,559.
Now it's Xavi. Xavi going face-to-face with his great rival. It's run loose here. Desai powering forward here. He's got away. Oh, this looks sharp. Messi being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Marcelo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a cute ball. Messi. He has found the way through. And this is Dembele. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. He won't be happy with that one. Beckham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution for Milan, number 5, Vieira. Number 2, Marcel Desailly. Number 3,
Flamengo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their... Oh, he's been caught napping! He's in, must be! It's Hazard! And it's in! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Milan still making a fight of this. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Hullet, now he's running away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tacho makes the interception. Messi! And he couldn't quite make it 6. And this is Hullet. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Tries to pass it through. He is just caressing the ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well spotted. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Azar. Vieira. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Vieira, always on the lookout for any signs of danger.
Great chance! Well taken goal. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling.
It's Dembele! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish of true class!
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Everybody to please kindly remove any
reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We're up and running then. Messi.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Yamal. Loose. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him to... Can he finish?
It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Big chance!
He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Thuram clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Now it's Yamal, spread to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Thuram getting this one clear.
He's rising!
Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Beckham. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a full...
There's the shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's fabulous.
Shot a goal!
Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's got away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that has left him in a heap. Tries to pass it through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. And Sola! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Marcelo.
Ronaldinho.
Here's a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. Almost half an hour in now. Zola gets into a good position. Cleared away. That's a corner kick. Milan have their second corner now. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Haaland. Beckham. Beckham going face-to-face with his great rival. Desailly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cross from Zola. And he's gone backward here. And that is masterful defending. Beckham can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's managed to get free. And that has not gone well. And it's Beckham. Beckham will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Marcelo. Oh, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Beckham, Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, what? Tries a shot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Flamengo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Flamengo looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So let's get the ball rolling. Stood up well to him there. Bora, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Beckham. Bora. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now, can they get him away? And Zola! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Zola can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And here's Ronaldinho. Bora. Hazard. Ambitious ball here. And that's an excellent interception. Messi. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Punched away. You've got to be quick to recover this. And now they can spring out of defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. Flamengo are 2 up early in the second half. Great vision.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good chance here. It's loose now. Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, easy pickings there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get it through? Might be dangerous. Decent chance! Marcelo.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 26, numero 21, numero 10, Ibrahimovic. Numero 25.
Flamengo are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Lasciano il campo per il numero
Pelé.
11, Seedorf, il numero 13, Hazard, il
And
numero
it's Seedorf.
17, il numero 14,
Out towards
il
the
numero
flank.
51, il numero 9.
And the shot! It's a loose ball. Milan claiming a corner and the referee concurs.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Milan get their fourth corner. Terrific effort! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Pelé. Pelé! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Oh, good effort! Decent attempt, but
not quite good enough. Thuram picks it up from the goal kick. Marcelo.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Neymar. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kaká.
Real chance! Superb from Dembele! A finish of true class! And they are disappearing out of sight. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you.
Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Hazard charging forward. It's Hazard!
No, he's missed it.
Milan are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Flamengo are coasting towards victory. And that has put paid to that.
Now it's Pelé. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Marcelo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Roberto Carlos. And the pass is intercepted.
Vieira. It's a pretty loose pass.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Out for a
recupero.
throw. And the number on the board is 3. Looking for the run. Always onto this. And the shot! This time, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. So that's it. It is all over. Flamengo really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Flamengo definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
So all eyes on HA9, this famous stadium, still very much the venue historically for football globally. Things already rolling. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Getting up there! Desai tries to clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. This is Dembele. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Marcelo.
Such good technique.
Yamal. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Oh, that's neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Dembele. Yeah, is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. No, he refuses to take the bait. And here's the chance to counter. Looking for the run. Yamal. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's a good ball out wide. He's in a great position here. Yamal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's gone for goal. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Desai calmly anticipates. Aims beyond the defence. Yeah, conjures time and space where few can. And it's Marcelo. Marcelo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Nicked it back promptly. He's having a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Marcelo. Half an hour played now. Turan. Can he get it through? Great vision. And this is Hazard. He's found the way through. Gets his head on it! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He's played it back. Marcelo. Nicely weighted ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Chance here to counter. That is good alertness. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Azar. And it's Roberto Carlos. Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
There will be 1 minute
And
at
here's
a time.
Messi. Gattuso. Davids. Desai. And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Pass is just off target. Now it's Ronaldinho. Stam gets over and intercepts. Now it's Azar. And this is Messi. Flamengo can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Marcelo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Yamal. Now it's Messi. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Just eases him off the ball. Distributed tidily. Bora. And Marcelo. Marcelo running with intent. Threads one in. Vinicius Junior. Great challenge, time to perfection.
The attendance for this
Flamengo
match
couldn't
was
really be more
98,004.
watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
This is a promising build-up. Can he finish? And it's in! It is the pick-me-up they all longed for.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
After 62 minutes is number 9, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And once more we are all
square, you score, we score!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 64 minutes.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substitution for Milan, number 4, Dembele. Number 21.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Marcel Desailly. Coming on the field, number 17, Mbappe.
Looking to play him in.
Number 8, Gullit.
Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Number 9, Van Dijk. Number 42,
Messi currently
Toure.
being consciously targeted.
51,
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Kaká. That's a nicely shaped ball. Just a keep, and he shoots! Goal! Flamengo! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitutions taking place.
Flamengo have opted to make another change here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Messi picks it up out wide. He is through here. Drills one in. And that has been knocked clear. Good read, needed to be.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here.
Flamengo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's been played through. Gullit. Now this could be a chance. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now who's going to be first to this? Yaya Toure. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. And it's Neymar. He can run onto that. Haaland. Real chance here. Looking for options for movement.
Flamengo nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
very much into the last knockings.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Over to the right flank. It's a promising position. Here it is, crossed in. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely intercepted. Bonucci is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. No, that's been intercepted. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Great ball if he can get there. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Hello,
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition, and it was thoroughly professional.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.